Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth of Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down here for this offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Cook. Running back has it on a screen now. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Offense operating from the pistol. There's the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball. Because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the Pack much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get it behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Cook. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. A handoff to the back. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will he have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A puff pass on the jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. With the catch, it's Washington. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And now the handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Crucial third down play coming up. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Canes look to keep this drive moving. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Second down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Oh, a reverse. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. The catch is made along the sideline. Good job getting the foot down. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get the 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That kind of execution in the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with a touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. To throw, it's Cook. Pass rush closing in. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Crucial third down play right here. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And in fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Bringing it back, it's Washington. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Hurricanes are going to cash in this red zone trip. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Can he reach the end zone? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. And the single back takes the handoff. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
With the catch, it's Washington. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense. And this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. Missed opportunity to make this a one-score game. Still losing by 11. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
At completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Washington. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Hurricanes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Kentucky, 3.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The back's got it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They're going to run the option. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Can he get there on the ground? Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. Here we go. 4th and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. First and goal, handoff. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Send the back in motion. Looking to score. They'll run it to the left side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
And the field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
Kentucky 6.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Cade's lining up here on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver as a design quarterback keeper. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his fit.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead 28-6. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Motion now from the tight end. Here comes a handoff. It's third and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Penalty gives the offensive coordinator a little bit more room to work with now. Important third down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
And when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Breaking tackles. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. The Hurricanes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. A gain makes it second and medium. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
No, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Receiver in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
The Canes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Touchdown, Canes. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Cook. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. They'll run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's